Hey there, friends. Ready for your mind to go? I've got something to share with you that, again, doesn't answer any questions. First, guys, go check out my good friends over at CMMG, cmmg.com. These guys make some of the best firearms on the market, some of the best variety of firearms on the market, different types of configurations, as well as different calibers and many different Cerakote finishes. Use my discount code FTATF at cmmg.com. Again, my discount code is FTATF for 10% off at cmmg.com. Friends, sometimes I talk about things, and as I go down that rabbit hole to try to figure out why 1 + 1 does not equal 2, I encounter things that I'm not a pro at. I don't understand it, or I don't live it. I don't work in that field, and some of those things just are a little bit foreign to me. What I've done is I've found via an ex-user, his name is Josh Walkos, and he goes by Champagne Joshy online. I followed him for a little while, and he has some really interesting stuff on here. Josh posted, "I may have found something potentially important. Can someone please explain to me the extreme disparity between trade volume and the day high for Trump stock DJT?" This is for his Truth Social network for Thursday, July 11th and Friday, July 12th, the day before the assassination attempt. This is directly from the TMTG Corporation. Look, Thursday volume 3.9 million, Friday volume 35.6 million. Thursday's high $30.31, Friday high $15,638. He asked, that Friday high has to be a mistake, right? Even if it is, the extreme swing in volume should definitely warrant further investigation. That is an 801% increase in one day, the day before the attempt on Trump's life. And looking through some of these financial records, definitely what he's saying is verified based on the data that anybody can find online regarding stocks and shares and short selling and things of that nature. So before I get too far into this, I want you to understand this is a short sell that was made. This is basically somebody betting that Trump's stock in Truth Social would go through the floor, would bottom out. And I'm betting that it loses. I'm betting on the negative. I can't explain it any better than that, so I snagged a YouTube video for you to see real quick, and here's an explanation of short selling real quick.
Short selling is a method of making money if you believe that the value of a stock is about to go down. You find two banana farmers, Farmer A and Farmer B, and you tell Farmer A that if he lends you 100 bananas today, next week you will give him 110 bananas in return. For Farmer A, this is a great deal. It's like getting 10 free bananas, so he agrees to it. You then quickly go to Farmer B and sell him your 100 bananas for $1 a piece. And then you wait for the price of bananas to go down to 50 cents, as you expected it would, and you buy 110 bananas from Farmer B for a total of $55. Then you return those 110 bananas to Farmer A, as agreed. You've now made a net profit of $45 by shorting the banana market.
Now, who made these trades, and what did they know, and why the timing of this, right? Now, granted, there are some delays whenever you do some puts and things like that in the stock market, so it's unlikely that the exact decision was made on that Friday. It just went into effect on that Friday, right? Somebody made this decision ahead of time. Somebody, and this is not historical, based on the trends that you look at with Truth Social or DJT stock. Josh posts again, a company called Austin Private Wealth LLC is who shorted the 12 million shares of DJT via a put option. The filing date is July 12th, the day before the assassination attempt. They have around $1 billion in assets under management, and this is by far the largest put placed. According to a source, the trade represents 6% of total shares and over 16% of the float of the stock, given for the fact that Trump owns 60% of the company. Josh posts, to make things even more interesting, my source tipped me off with the following two images from their Bloomberg terminal. The screenshot on the left shows the put by Austin Private Wealth that was taken earlier this morning. It shows the 120,000 puts. As you can see, the position is by far the largest. The next closest is Citadel Advisors. Here's where it gets interesting. The screenshot to the right was taken later in the day, and poof, Austin Private Wealth LLC is nowhere to be found. Why? Now this is where it gets screwy. Then Josh posts, Austin Private Wealth amended their filing on 7/16 and removed their put option. Josh then made the following post. Austin Private Wealth released the following statement about the shortened DJT. Statement on incorrect filing with the SEC. The SEC filing, which showed that Austin Private Wealth shorted a large number of shares of Trump Media and Technology Group, was incorrect. And we immediately amended it as soon as we learned of the error. No client of APW holds or has ever held a put on DJT in the quantity initially reported. The correct holding amount was 12 contracts or 1,200 shares, not 12 million shares, as was filed in error. In submitting the required report for the second quarter of 2024, a multiplier was applied by a third-party vendor that increased the number of the shares by a multiple of 10,000 for all options contracts, not just DJT. We did not catch the error before proving the filing. We filed the report on July 12th to reflect our position on June 28th. We amended it on July 16th. Makes perfect sense, right? How does a transaction that large, involving real money, make it through and there's no fail-safe methods to make sure that you do that? And how does it get amended 2 or 3 days after it went through? So if you're short selling something, and let's say you're supposed to settle up in a couple of days, and clearly your short sell doesn't happen, can you just amend it and say, I didn't mean to make that? It seems very suspicious to me that a sale this large can go through the process without turning heads and no one questioning it. It fails to meet its mark and do what it's intended to do. In other words, Trump did not die and his stock did not plunge. And in fact, the stock went way up. So they would have lost their butts the way a short sale works. So they just say, my bad, right? I'm not buying it, guys.
God save the Queen, man.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
He's over.